Good morning, everybody. It's John from Veganism KILLS. It's 7:11 a.m., Tuesday, April 20th. Today, we're going to talk about this fraud that's running amok from Canada in TikTok, cursing at children, going to the game forums, and trying to brainwash children into being vegan when stuff like this occurs. A child trying to be vegan runs into mommy's fridge, pulls out the rhubarb and eats it and says, "Look, I'm vegan," and ends up in the morgue. She's also a nurse, and she complains people are picking on her because she's elderly and she has gray hair. Well, listen, lady, I'm older than you. I think you're an asshole. Targeting children is not something adults should do. And another thing, if you believe animals are sentient beings like a pig, you need to grow the fuck up. You need to come out of that stage of anthropomorphism, which most kids come out of it when they're about 8 to 10 years old. Not you. You're mentally ill. You need to seek help, honestly. And you shouldn't be allowed to be around children, treating them as nurse, teacher, or even on TikTok or any kind of social platform. You should have no access to kids because you're misinformed, and your misinformation is going to lead to this. Can you read? Your misinformation is also going to lead to this. You eat a diet that's the most oxalatin known to man. And you idiot vegans out there seem to be obsessed about calcium oxalate. Yes, I am obsessed about it because it's the number one leading danger in the vegan diet, you moron. You low-brow, knuckle-dragging idiot. And you know who I'm talking about. Conclusion, we found that chronic exposure of breast epithelial cells to oxalate promotes the transformation of breast cells from normal to tumor cells. Debunk it, moron. Instead of looking for, spelling errors in the comments field, you better start looking and reading these studies, you idiot, because you're promoting people to end up sick or dead. And sooner or later, what's going to happen is somebody's going to get fed up with this who's lost a family member, and they're going to go get a lawyer, and you're all going to get sued. That's going to be done soon, within a year. I predict it in a year. I was told when I went against Coinbase, cryptocurrency company with billions of dollars, I didn't know what it was talking about. So I said, I don't know what I'm talking about. I handed all my information to the CFTC, and the company had to pay $6.5 million in fines because I don't know what I'm talking about. I actually trained the staff to the CFTC. Again, I'm a consultant. I've been one for years. I'm highly lauded. I'm highly paid. My company's on Dun & Bradstreet. Been on there for 25 years. Yet these vegan school children with about a fifth grade education in math, that you sit there and giggle your ass off when they start putting up these math equations that any 10-year-old can solve, trying to prove that they're intelligent and you're not. That's their extent to prove the intelligent quota, that they're here and you're down here, and grammar mistakes in the comments. Meanwhile, they'll never talk about the subject that's in the video. It's right there. You're eating the most high oxalate diet known to man. It's telling you oxalates induces breast cancer. What else do you need to know that the diet's toxic? A child dies from acylic acid poisoning due to eating rhubarb leaves, trying to be vegan, because they were influenced by an idiot like this, who doesn't seem to be able to grow out of anthropomorphism, which every child can do from 8 years old on up. Pigs do not go to the beach and hang out with you and talk to you. It's all bullshit. They don't care about their families. Don't tell me a pig who will give birth to a litter of piglets and turn around and eat half of them unless you stop her is sentient. Cannibalism is not a mark of a sentient being. It's the mark of a savage. And this lady, she's a savage. She's promoting stuff that's going to make people sick. And for some reason, her ideology is going to become before your children's health. And she needs not to be around children. She needs to be removed. She's a danger to children. It's just that fact. She's mentally retarded. And if she needs me to talk to her and explain to her what's wrong with her, I'll help her. I'll even get her a psychologist. I know a psychologist. She's a good friend of mine from the VA hospital. If she needs help. She's on TikTok and on these game forums telling kids, why aren't the fuck are you vegan yet? And the kids laugh at her and made a little song. She's singing, why aren't the fuck you vegan yet? And one of the kids responded, because I could see the veins coming out of your neck. And this is from a child. They know there's something wrong with this lady. Everybody knows there's something wrong with this lady. And yet the social platforms don't do anything. Not a damn thing. Well, TikTok kicked her off, but she's opening up new accounts to get access to the children, to sit there and start fights with children, harass children, to shame them. Oh, you eat meat, you're a murderer. That's what she's telling kids. Well, most of the kids do eat meat. But the psychological friggin' terror that she's raining on these kids, that they're bad people because they ate a hamburger for lunch today, she needs to be fucking locked up. She really does. In an insane asylum, at least. And I'll tell her to her face. She could come up here and tell me a murderer, and I'll tell her she's an asshole right to her face. How could you tell people not to eat meat when you know your diet is lacking 20 nutrients, and look what it's done to people? Look. You call yourself a teacher? I call yourself a butt wipe. You're an asshole. This is the vegan asshole of the week, people. It's a shame that these people can cause all this death and destruction and not be held responsible. And then when they're being held responsible, you're picking on me because I'm elderly. No, I'm older than you are. That just goes to show you the damage that veganism does. I'm actually a year older than this woman, and my hair's not all gray. Wake the fuck up. She's an asshole. And on that note, I'm out of here.